Everyone, we are back, and in this section, or in this problem, I'm going to go over a problem that requires you to use integration by parts not just once, but holy shit, twice. Now, the reason we must use integration by parts here is because, well, one, you can't just do this by head, like, ooh, integral of cosine of x is sine of x, or cosine of x dx is equal to sine of x plus c. But you also can't do u substitution here, because if you chose u as x squared, your du would be 2x. There's nothing here you can take off of that. Same thing if you choose x or e to the x. There's nothing you can simplify. So, as I stated before, logs, inverse, trig, algebraic functions, trig functions, and finally exponential functions. Now those last two, it doesn't really matter which one you choose first. Trig and exponential, I usually go with exponentials, depending on the problem, but e to the x seems easier to integrate and take the derivative of most of the time. So in this, we see an algebraic function and an exponential function. Well, again, if we go in the order of which should be our u first, according to Layet, algebraic comes before exponential. So we're going to go ahead and say u is equal to x squared, du is equal to 2x, dv is equal to e to the x. Common knowledge, you should know that the integral of e to the x is simply e to the x. And again, why is the derivative of x squared 2x? Well, because when you do the power rule, which is simply x minus 1, n, your n would be 2, so 2 times x, 2 minus 1, so 2 times x to the 1, which is just 2x. That will be our derivative, which is true. So, well, unless you bring metaphysics into this, then is it truly true? I don't know, but mathematically speaking, it is fact. So we're going to go ahead and set this up over here. uv is going to be x squared times e to the x minus the integral of duv, which is 2x times e to the x dx. So, I'm sorry, I'm fucking sick. Like, I didn't sleep with clothes on, so, well, I never sleep with clothes on, but TMI, but yeah, I got sick, so don't mind my breathing and stuff, but this is the function we get right now. And that's a multiplication dot, not a minus, so we can't integrate this yet. Obviously, we have to do integration by parts once again. So, as you can see here, algebraic comes before exponential, so our u is 2x, our du is 2. Again, x to the power of 1 minus 0, it would be 0. 1 minus 1 would be 0, x to the power of 0 is 1, 2 times 1 is 2, so du would be 2. dv is e to the x. Integral of e to the x is always e to the x, because the derivative of e to the x is always e to the x. So knowing all this, I'm going to go ahead and say x squared e to the x minus parentheses uv 2x dx minus integral duv 2ex dx. Well, again, now we can integrate this. This would simply be 2EX. Literally, that would be it. 2EX. And minus sign 2XEX parentheses. It was all that. Okay. So now we go ahead and simplify all this. That's what we get. And again, you could simplify even further. Don't forget your constant. That's what the integral of x squared e to the x would be, and it requires you to use integration by parts twice, and that would be your final answer. So yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment, and I will go over more examples of these if this was confusing to you. Sorry for my kind of bad explanation. I can't really talk, but I kind of have to see which recording option or kind of environment option is the best right now. So yeah, hopefully my camera comes in soon, and yeah, I mean, have fun with math and continue on your journey of learning. Have a nice day.